Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. This verse is the very crux of everything that's happened before and everything that's going to come after it. Remember how I talked about how the Psalms, how they have a hope that's anchored in something? And if the shepherd is not able to take his sheep through the valley, then the shepherd isn't worth anything, right? The shepherd isn't worth trusting him. And so here we see that the shepherd is able to take his sheep through the valley, and he's one that can be trusted in, right? And he's one that comforts his sheep as they go through that valley. And even as we step outside of this verse in particular, and we look at the larger context of the Psalms, and we step back and we look at Psalm 22. Psalm 22 is an iconic chapter, and it's tied to Jesus. This is the chapter that starts off with, my God, why have you forsaken me? And these are the very words that Jesus prays on the cross as he's crucified. And that was, in fact, Jesus's dark moment. That was his valley. The one that he went through was there on the cross. And it was there that he felt that God had forsaken him. But it is there, even in Jesus's darkest moment, that he's able to cry out to trust, right? And that's what we see here in verse 4 of Psalm 23. As they're going through their valley, their moment of darkness, they're trusting in God to take care of them. And in the same way, God is with us. And as we are going through our valleys, we don't need to be afraid of anything, right? Because we have the same shepherd, the shepherd that led David through his life as David was being chased down by Saul and his enemies. And the same shepherd that led Jesus and that took care of Jesus when he was on the cross. We have that very same shepherd, God, Yahweh, the one that we can call upon, whose name can be trusted. He is with us. And he's with us not only in the good times when we're in the pastures, but also in the valleys. And he's one that can be trusted at all times.